Welcome to Prada Marfa, the loneliest designer store in the world. I'm not ashamed to admit it, I slept in the Miata last night. It was really uncomfortable, but then once I fell asleep, it was all good. But this was my setup. I mean, literally sleeping bag, seat lean back. And then I use a pillow here or on this side. Kind of brutal. Good to go. All right, let's go ahead and explore this interesting little box real quick. As we'll see, we got a bunch of love locks around it. I guess that's the culture. If you go inside, you'll actually see that it's just kind of like a blank wall. There's actual Prada there, which is pretty cool. But look, there's a mirror. And I don't think that really goes anywhere. Maybe just behind to an entrance. Let's see if there's a nice little door back here. Oh, what? There's no door back here. There's no back entrance to the big Prada box. That's so weird. Also, look how gorgeous this countryside is right here. Don't mind the broken camera. Wow, that's pretty cool. Huh, maybe there's a door over here. See, now I'm actually confused how people get into the Prada. Front door only. Wow. Guess the only way in is through the front. I know what you're probably thinking, of course there's a front door, but it's also an art installation. Nobody works here, no customers are coming in. What's the need for a front door? Beats me. But they only got a front door, no back door. Here's some information on it. So this is called Prada Marfa, and it's a specific permanent art project by the artists Elm Green and Dragset, built in traditional adobe bricks, modeled after a Prada boutique. The structure includes the fall 2005 collection. However, the sculpture is more of a time capsule and will never function as a place of commerce since the door cannot be opened. Check that out. Door cannot be opened. That's pretty cool. Project made possible with the support of local communities. Family of late Walter Alton Slim Brown. So Mr. Slim, the rancher who owned this land, let them put a big Prada on it, which is pretty cool. Man, I'll tell you what, their style was bumping back in 05. This is sweet. I feel like art like this is a good reason to keep on, I don't know, living. For lack of a better way to put it, if you're out making art like this, you kick butt. Keep making art. The world needs more of it. The fact that they still have some of their 2005 collection in there in perfect condition that's pretty rad right there. It's interesting, they got security cameras on it. I'm not sure why they got security cameras. It's like someone's gonna break in, who's coming to stop them? There's no humans out here whatsoever. Maybe it's just for security reasons or something like that. But today's pretty simple. We're just going straight east. I am stopping at nothing but making it out to Austin, Texas tomorrow. So that Prada is actually an extension of the town of Marfa, which I'm in right now. Turns out it's an art town out here in Western Texas. I'll put it up here on the map. It's pretty cool. I'm walking through some of the good sites around here. Here on display we have some cool squares. I've not seen cooler squares in my life, I'll tell you that much. This town is actually very interesting because although it's very much so an art town, as you just saw, it's the main hub for anyone living in the countryside. So you see all of the farmers and ranchers and everyone coming into this town for all their supplies. So it's this nice mix, I guess, of this art and kind of hippie style and also the farmers as well. But it's pretty cool. I mean, the whole area is kind of very classic Texas desert, as you'd expect it to be. So far, yeah, Marfa, super rad. We're gonna hit the road again in a sec. Like I said, we got a lot of time to make up. I'm trying to get into Austin here by tomorrow just so I can go ahead and, well, my brother's running a half marathon, so I wanna go support him. So hopefully we can get there by then. Take it easy, brother. Yeah, I've been passed by like 100 semis a day.
As long as you get there, that's what I say.
That's it, as long as you get there, man. The smoothest road I've ever been on, getting passed by the truck. There are no creaks, no bumps, no rattles. This is actually the smoothest road I've been on. It's like cutting through butter right now. Western Texas, you guys got something good going on out here. I like what you're doing. Keep it up. As you can see, the day has grown a bit gray. The wind's coming in, the storm is coming in. I want to get out Western Texas before the storm hits. This top is not waterproof, although it's supposed to be. It lets a lot of water in. Tell you what, the Miata's been eating gas lately. This is not mine, by the way. This is the previous person. Everyone always talks about football being huge in Texas, and this is wild. They have won football and track. Well, football once and track once. And they're gonna put it right here, right up for display. No way. Check this out. We have yet another Fear the Spear. This is their mascot, the Braves. More football everywhere. The town's called Iran, by the way. And they have a tractor parked right by their basketball court in their main park. I'm still thinking about that little town right now, and I'm wondering, who does their football team play? I mean, look around us. That's so many miles of nothing. There's so many miles of nothing. Who can they be playing? If you're from small town Texas, how far do you guys have to go to play a football game? That's my question.
That was steep. In 800 feet.
Literally bought that speedometer cable like 3 weeks ago, and it just zapped out on me. Turns out the backside is connected to the backside of our gauge cluster right there. So that's not the key issue. I have a scissor jack, but it's not comfy enough for me to get all the way underneath the car to check the transmission mounting point. So that would suck if we lost our odometer and our speedometer this early, but I don't know. Let's see if we can work something out in the coming days. Almost to the campsite now. Just taking our time here, catching a stretch for a moment. I'm so salty about that speedometer. Dang speedometer, I should say. No cursing on this channel. I don't want to have to get underneath the car, and the fact that I can't reconnect it from the actual backside of the gauge is a bummer. So, see what we can do, but I'll see you at the campsite. Kind of in a crummy spot. Well, not really a crummy location because it's actually beautiful. Got some nice oak trees, some nice wind going around, but crummy situation in a sense that, well, I don't have a campsite anymore. The spot I was gonna camp at had some nice dirt roads, plenty of pull-out looking areas, but I saw the gate was closed. As to why, I'm not sure. I don't think it was private land, didn't say so, but the gate was closed. Maybe it's a sundown kind of deal. Texas as a state has a bunch of privately owned land. Like if you look at all this land around me, it's all fenced all up and down the side of the freeway right here. It's actually very hard to camp for free in this state. I assume it's just because everyone owns the land themselves, but the deal is I need to go ahead and find a spot. Last night I slept in my car, which is kind of brutal. I don't want to do that again. I need to try to find a spot. But I was hoping to do an awesome video tonight where I'm like, okay, let's set up the camp. Let's do some awesome camping, but I don't know if I will. Every single bit of land out here is privately owned. All of it's private, gates, ranches, you name it. Thought I had a solution, but no, I do not. Oh, we're really rock crawling right now. Holy cow, we're rock crawling. Spot was safe. I slept pretty good, although it was really loud. All these big rigs. All that loud diesel coming in last night, that was tough. But anyways, we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna hit the road here today. Hope you guys enjoyed that video. I think I got carried away. I just want to show you guys the big Texas roads and the Prada out there in the middle of nowhere. But it turned into a bit more of an adventure, so let's go ahead. Let's keep on the road, but thanks for sticking along the whole time if you did. And I gotta get rid of my bedhead, so catch y'all in the next episode and keep it mellow. Peace.